like a lid. Rain stitched the darkness into something almost solid, drumming on stone, running in thin streams along the ancient walls. The gorge followed the wind, so it moaned through the battlements and tugged at cloaks and banners with cold fingers. Torches burned anyway, small defiant flames that hissed and guttered, refusing to die, painting the slick rock in trembling gold. Above the main wall, men stood shoulder to shoulder, cramped and tense, staring into a blackness that felt too wide to measure. Helm's deep had held before. The stone said so, the deep curved wall said so. But stone did not bleed, and the men who clutched bows and spears did. At the center of the rampart stood a king who looked carved out of the same hard material as the fortress beneath him. His face was lined by years and duty, his eyes bright and restless under the weight of a crown that was more burden than ornament. He listened to the rain like it was a message. He listened to the silence beyond the torchlight like it was a threat spoken softly on purpose. Somewhere in the shadows, a horn sounded low, distant, and wrong. A ripple passed through the defenders, hands tightened around wood and leather. Someone swallowed, someone whispered a prayer that didn't feel practiced. Then the darkness answered. Across the open ground, a mass began to resolve itself. Not one shape, but many, too many, moving with the discipline of a machine and the appetite of a beast. Torches bobbed in their ranks like a constellation, dragged down to earth. Steel flashed, armor clinked, the sound was muted by rain, but it was their persistence, like teeth clicking together. They came to a halt just beyond bow shot, a broad front of bodies in iron. And then their voices rose. It wasn't a battle cry the way men made them, ragged with fear and hope. It was chanting steady and harsh, repeated until it became a single grinding note. It pressed against the walls like a physical force, daring the stone to remember what it was made of. The king's captains moved along the parapets, murmuring last instructions. Archers took their places, arrows knocked, bowstrings trembling under wet fingers. The rain made everything slick, the wood of the bow swelled and complained. The fletching of arrows clung to gloves and sleeves. The weather was no one's ally below. The gate sat like a clenched jaw. Above, the wall curved outward in a proud sweep. Somewhere in the depths behind them, women and children huddled in the caves and corridors, listening to the fortress itself breathe. The king watched the lines of spacing away. Ladders and hooks were being carried forward. He watched the torches and the discipline and the unnatural certainty of it all. The enemy ranks shifted. quiet enough to belong to thought rather than speech. The king said, so it begins.